my buttercream, and it's so easy, it's so simple. Let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. I have some softened butter to room temperature. I have some powdered sugar and some salt, some water, and some Mexican vanilla. Now, I actually went on Amazon. I actually looked to see if you can get it on there, and yes, you can. It's kind of expensive. Like I said, I got mine free. I got mine from my mama. Thank you, mama. And I got it for her. And I got it from her. And so while I was in St. Louis, and it works. It's amazing. It tastes good. It has a little bit of a deeper flavor than regular vanilla does, and I love using it in my cakes and my buttercream. And of course, the tools that you're going to need is a bowl, a spatula, and a hand mixer to mix it up really good. And now, there's different types of buttercream. There's Italian meringue buttercream, Swiss meringue, and American buttercream. And I'm making American because that's just what I've always made. And I've tried making Swiss meringue and Italian meringue. And if you watch my my Instagram story, that you see that it's split apart, and it's just not working the way that I want it to work. And so I'm just going to stick to this because this is what's easiest. So what I always do is I always go ahead and put my butter, which is room temperature, into my bowl. Now I like to just beat it for maybe like 2 to 3 minutes, just to make sure that it's nice and fluffy. Because the last thing you want is a heavy frosting. Because if you have a heavy cake and heavy frosting, it's not gonna. I feel like it's not gonna digest well. So you want to make sure it's nice and fluffy, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So I'm also gonna whip this up for about 2 minutes, and I'm gonna show you the next step to making our buttercream. Okay. My butter's all nice and fluffy. You see, just like that. And that's what you want. Is you want to make sure that your butter is nice and fluffy. So when you start adding in your powdered sugar, it just won't get all heavy. And you want to make sure that your butter is room temperature. Whenever I was making cream cheese frosting, I'm gonna show you how to make that too. When I was making cream cheese frosting for the first time, instead of me putting my cream cheese out to set out for room temperature, it was like I mixed it when it was so cold, so there was like chunks of cream cheese in there. It was so funny. Even though it tasted good, it was still from my mom. She was like, "That's not right," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know," because I was still learning how to cook, how to bake. And a lot of people, they think it's really hard, and some things can be kind of like hard. Well, I wouldn't say hard. I would say more like tedious. So and be careful when you add that in there, so you won't get like a facial with the powdered sugar. So I added maybe like 1/4 of my powdered sugar to my butter. So I'm just going to get this mixed up, and you want to add it in like maybe like thirds. And I have the water here, but you can also use milk. But the reason why I use water is because in my family I have a lot of like lactose intolerant people. Like my mom and my dad are lactose intolerant, and so they can't really have milk. So I like to use water. So I want to add my powdered sugar in, and then maybe I want to see if I need the water, and then I'm going to add my Mexican vanilla extract in there the next time. Okay. I added my last third of powdered sugar in, and you can kind of see it's getting kind of thick. So, but it's still light though, and that's because we whipped our butter. So now I'm going to add just a little bit of water in there. I'm probably not going to use all of it because you don't want it to split. So just add a little bit in there, and if you don't feel comfortable using water, you can always use milk. Get this mixed in. Sometimes you got to be a little aggressive. Just kidding. You don't want to get a facial. Just mix it all nice in there. You can see, look, it's still kind of fluffy. If you look at it, I think it's coming together really nicely. Turn this up a little bit. Okay. I just want to add a little bit more water in there just to make sure it's not too big. Okay. All right. Okay, I think that it's perfect. I use this to ice my cakes on top of cupcakes, in between cookies, really anything, or just eat it by the spoon. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. So just gonna go ahead and scrape down my bowl. Make sure everything's in there and combined. And just adding that little bit pinch of salt brings out, it doesn't make it too sweet. It kind of gives it like a little bit of that saltiness that you need, because sometimes you have the cake that's sweet and then you have also the vanilla. So the saltiness kind of breaks that sweetness that you have in your buttercream and in your cake. So there you have it. As you can see, it's perfect. It's light. It's fluffy. It's not thick. It's not too heavy, but it's just right. So thank you for watching Jordan's Quick Fixes. I hope that you learn how to make this. I hope that you make it. I hope that you want to use it for all your cakes because it's delicious. So I'm going to give it a little taste. It's perfect for cakes, for cupcakes, all that. What I said before. I hope that you enjoy it. Please give it a try, and please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll have all the measurements and stuff on my website at the link below. I'll see you guys later.